All right, let's jump right in. We've got a championship clash coming up that, well, looks like it could be pretty one-sided on paper, at least Sheffield United going up against Oxford United.
Yeah, definitely a match that's caught our eye.
This prediction is brought to you by therealfl.co.uk, so, us. We got Sheffield United playing some fantastic football right now.
Oh, for sure.
Undefeated at home, and they've been on, well, a bit of a hot streak lately.
Absolutely.
Oxford, on the other hand, they're really having a tough time finding any kind of form.
Yeah, struggling a bit, you could say that.
So, November 26th at Brummel Lane, huh? What are we thinking?
Well, it might seem like a foregone conclusion looking at the table, but we've been doing some digging, and we've come up with 3 predictions that might surprise you.
Okay, well, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me. What's the first one?
First up, we're going with a Sheffield United win.
Okay, not a huge surprise there, is it?
Probably not, no. We're giving it 49 odds.
Yeah, I mean, given their form, that seems pretty reasonable.
Right. 5 games unbeaten Sheffield are, and get this, they've won their last 4 matches against Oxford.
Really? Wow.
And hold on, it gets better. They've outscored them 11-3 in those matches.
11-3. Okay, that's impressive.
It is, isn't it? Though, gotta say, it's been a while since these 2 teams have actually gone head-to-head.
Oh, yeah. Like, how long are we talking?
Over 7 years since their last meeting. So, while history definitely favors Sheffield, there is that little question mark hanging over this one.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, who knows how Oxford will adapt to Sheffield's tactics now? They've probably evolved quite a bit.
Exactly. Can they break that losing streak against them? Who knows? That's what makes this match so interesting.
It's true. Does add that extra layer of intrigue. But, I mean, come on. Sheffield's home record, it's hard to ignore, right?
Absolutely. Rock solid at Brummel Lane this season.
They gotta be feeling confident.
Oh, yeah. 6 clean sheets at home.
And their attack, wow, they've been scoring for fun, haven't they?
Yeah. Right. With Campbell leading the line, they're averaging almost 2 goals a game in their last 5.
Which brings us to prediction number 2, I'm guessing.
You got it. Over 2.5 goals.
Seems logical to me.
4 to 5 odds on that one.
Especially when you remember how Oxford's defense has been looking lately.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that 6-2 drubbing by Middlesbrough, that's gotta sting.
Ouch. Yeah, that exposed a few weaknesses at the back for sure.
Against Sheffield, with their firepower. I don't see them keeping things tight.
No, it's hard to imagine that.
So we're expecting goals. All right, but will both teams be celebrating? What's the final prediction?
Okay, now this one might raise a few eyebrows.
Hit me.
We're going with both teams to score.
No. Really?
Yeah.
You're not giving Oxford much hope at all, are you?
Hold on, hear me out. The odds are 56 on this one.
Okay, go on. I'm listening.
Look, Sheffield's defense has been phenomenal. 10 clean sheets across all competitions.
I can't argue with that.
They've conceded the fewest goals in the lead, Under Wilder, they've become a very well-drilled unit.
That's true. Wilder has them playing some fantastic football.
Aggressive, pressing, very effective. So, yeah, we're leaning towards a Sheffield clean sheet on this one.
Makes you wonder, though, how will Oxford cope with that? They like to play possession football, don't they? Robinson's philosophy and all that.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Can they withstand that Sheffield press?
It's going to be fascinating to see how it plays out.
Definitely a clash of styles.
That's what makes this match so exciting.
We've got to talk about the players, though, surely. I mean, who should we be keeping an eye on?
Oh, absolutely. Let's get into that. Well, for Sheffield, got to start with their attack, right? I mean, Campbell, Indie, and McAtee, they've been on fire this season.
Yeah, Oxford's defense is going to have their work cut out for them.
No doubt about it. If they can keep those 3 quiet, well, that'll be an achievement in itself.
What about going forward? Who should we be looking out for in the Oxford side?
Brannigan, definitely. He's their creative spark in midfield. Real talent for unlocking defenses.
Even if the team's not firing on all cylinders.
Oh, absolutely. If he can find space, dictate the tempo a bit, then Oxford might just have a chance.
Sounds like we've got a real clash of styles brewing here. Sheffield's high press,
Right.
Oxford's possession-based game. You think Oxford can handle it?
That's the big question mark, isn't it? Sheffield, they love to win the ball high up the pitch, quick transitions, all that. Oxford, they prefer to keep the ball, build patiently,
So key for Oxford is to avoid those cheap giveaways.
Exactly, especially in dangerous areas. One mistake, and Sheffield could punish them.
You think there are any other areas where Oxford might be able to exploit Sheffield?
Tricky one. Well, Sheffield's defense has been solid, but they can be a little vulnerable from set pieces.
Interesting. So maybe Oxford could try and capitalize on that.
Worth a shot, for sure. But even then, I still think Sheffield are in the driving seat for this one.
Yeah, I mean, you've laid out a pretty strong case. Sheffield are in form, home advantage. They've got the historical edge over Oxford.
Right, and you can see it reflected in the odds too. 49 for a Sheffield win, that's a pretty safe bet. If you're looking for something a bit riskier, over 2.5 goals at 45 could be tempting.
And then there's that both teams to score NO prediction.
Ah, yes, 56 on that one. A lot hinges on Sheffield's defensive strength, you see.
10 clean sheets this season. That's not a fluke.
Exactly. They're organized, disciplined. And Oxford, well, they've struggled for goals, even with Brannigan's creativity.
So advantage Sheffield, it seems. But as we all know, football's a funny old game.
You never know. That's the beauty of it. Always a chance for an upset, a moment of magic that changes everything.
Oxford pulling off a surprise, eh? It would
Well,
be quite the story.
wouldn't it? But either way, this is a match you don't want to miss. If you want to dive deeper into the stats, the possible lineups, all of that good stuff, head over to therealfl.co.uk. We've got a full breakdown on our site.
All the expert analysis you could need to make your own predictions.
Exactly.
Well, that just about wraps up our deep dive into this championship clash.
A big one for both teams, for sure.
Before we go, though, let's leave our listeners with something to think about.
Okay, here's a question. Could complacency be Sheffield's downfall? I mean, they're clear favorites. Might they underestimate Oxford?
Intriguing. Or maybe Oxford are just outmatched, regardless of how well Sheffield perform on the day. No easy answers there.
Nope. We'll have to wait and see how it all unfolds at Bramall Lane.
It's going to be fascinating.
Yeah.
Can't wait. A real test for Oxford's resilience, that's for sure.
Yeah, and for Sheffield, a chance to cement their promotion push. I mean, they're looking good.
And hey, win or lose, we'll be back after the match, breaking down all the key moments.
Absolutely. All the decisions that shape the game, we'll cover it all.
So, until then, keep those predictions coming. And that passion for the championship, got to keep that burning bright.
Of course, of course. And don't forget all the details, the analysis, it's all waiting for you over at therealfl.co.uk.
Head over there, check out our article. Got everything you need.
Enjoy the match, everyone.
We'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, see you then.